Good afternoon, students. I am Mrs. Pragati Mahale from IT Department of AISSMS Institute of Information Technology, Pune. We are studying the Unit 3 of Theory of Computation from the course of third year Information Technology. So, in today's lecture, we are going to see the different methods of representing a context-free grammar. There are two ways to represent a grammar. One is the sentential form and second is the parse tree form. Okay. Now as we know how we define a grammar G is given with this four tuples, that is V, T, P, S. So V is the variable, T is the set of terminal, P indicates the production rule, whereas S is our start symbol. So this grammar can be represented by some production rules. For example, S gives A, S, B. So this is my production rule. So this production rule can also be is represented with this format. For example, S gives A. So this is read as S gives A, or X goes to A, or X produces A. So these are called as the production for the given grammar or the equation. So here for this particular grammar G, we have S gives A, S, B, S gives A, B, B gives B. So these are my production rule. And variable, what is variable here? S comma B is my variable. And what are the non-terminals for the given grammar? So T, which is a set of non-terminals, it consists of two non-terminals, A comma B. So this is the grammar with V, T. These are all called as the production rule, and the start symbol is the S. Now let us see what do we mean by derivation. So suppose we want to derive a string A, B, B. Okay. So we have this production rules in our hand. So if I say A gives A, S, B. Okay. Now what I do is I replace this S, which is my variable or the non-terminal symbol, using some production rule. So I make use of this production rule, S gives AB. So I have S gives A, S, B. I replace my non-terminal S with the production rule, S gives AB. So I write here S gives A, this replace with AB, and this B as it is. Next, I see the next non-terminal here is B. So now I replace my B non-terminal with the production rule, B gives B. So I will say S gives A, replace B with B gives B. So I write and this B as it is. Now in the next step, I again make use of the same production rule and replace this B with small b. So finally I am able to derive the string AABB. So this process where we are using the production rules to derive a given string is called as derivation. So the process is called the derivation, and the way of writing these rules using the production is called as the sentential form. So sentential form is one way of representing the grammar, and the second way is to represent the grammar is the derivation tree, or it is called as the parse tree. So if we see this particular example, here we can represent this production rules, this derivation, using a derivation tree. So derivation tree has a root and the terminal that is the leaf and non-leaf nodes. So we always start with a start symbol, that is S, and S is always the root of the derivation tree. So by using the production rule, S gives A, S, B, I represent the past tree like this. So S gives me A, S, B. In the next step, I replace S by A, B, right? And in the next step, I replace this B with B gives B, that is this particular production rule. And then again I have one more non-terminal here, B, which is replaced by B. So if you see, I got A, B and B. So I got A, B, B. That is the same string which we wanted to generate. Only the representation is by a derivation tree, and this representation is nothing but the sentential form. So in a derivation tree, root has to be a start symbol, and the leaf nodes has to be always a non-terminal symbol. Unless we get non-terminal symbol, we need to expand the tree. So this is called as the two ways of representing the grammar, that is the sentential form and the past tree form. Thank you.